Hello all. In this video, we're going to talk about SAP Java post steps. You install SAP system. Now we need to perform some post steps. What are the post steps we can see and how we can access? What are the steps we have it? While I'm executing just one information, if I want to, I mean like if I while execution any commands in Windows or in Linux, if you're not able to see or if my video is showing as a blur, please increase some resolutions from 144 pixel to 240 to 50 pixel onwards. It will show very clearly. Right, let's start. Now I have started my host. So I have started my host here. So I'm going to my Windows. Now what I can do is once I executed this my Java system, you are using I am using here hostname. I'm using a hostname here with the port number. See what will happen if I don't use a hostname. So sometime what will happen, it cannot be reached. Then in that case, what you have to use, instead of this host name, you see that instead of this entire net, right? Instead of this, you please go ahead and access with your IP address. So that means you have to use your IP address here instead of your host so that you will get it here. Now, once I log into the starting page or landing page, this is my starting page. Here I can do my SAP library if you want to do some like documentation, so you can use it. SAP NetWeaver Administrator is the one where you can manage all your administrator actives. So you can see the description saying that a powerful administration, configuration and monitoring tool which bundles key administrative tasks to keep your SAP NetWeaver system landscape running. SAP NetWeaver administration can be used in a central or local scenario. Here you access the local NetWeaver administrator. So with this one, you can access everything. You can do everything. Next one is we called as a system information, where you can see only your system information details, like what are the instances it is running, processes it is running, what is the parameters you are defining that one. Now user management, where you want to create your users. The user management administration console provider administrative activities, like where you create a user groups, roles and everything you can create, which called as a UME, user management engine. So without proper access, you can't even access your SAP systems. WebDyn Pros, these are actually web user interface services, which is nothing but WebDyn Pro is a user interface technology available within SAP NetWeaver Developer Studio. We call it as NWDS. For Java system, any development needs to be performed, that needs to be performed through SAP NWDS, NetWeaver Development Studio. So various WebDyn Pro tools provide administrator and administrator developers with providing measurements. So using this WebDyn Pro, so MWDS Studio, they will create this, they will develop the WebDyn Pros and we will access from here. SAP Management Console, if you want to manage your SAP system, like if you want to start or if you want to see your system in offline online, so everything you can see that here. The System Management Console offers administrative system access. Service repository, this is kind of a registries, so where normally developer mostly they will use repository. Service registry is a UDDI based registry with the contains definition of enterprise services and differences of their metadata. Information about product instance. The page list of product instance on this saves require administrator authorization. It will show you the what are the instances, like what are the patches we have having. Application server Java troubleshooting guide. If you have some issues or if you want to do some troubleshooting, you can use this page. EJB Explorers, the tool allows testing, exploring, and execution of business components, enterprise Java beans deployed in a Java. So It's a Java beans. Basically, they will use this for also developer. So now, what will happen if I want to select this SAP library? You can route to the help.sap.com. See that help.sap.com. So I don't. If you have anything need to refer, so you can come here and refer it. Another one, SAP Native Viewer Administrator. So whenever I install my SAP system, the very first time it says that remote access to be Native Viewer Administration is provided forbidden. So check this one note. If you know this note, you can see it. What if you don't know the solution, just follow this note. System information. System information also says that remote access to network administration provider. Okay, forbidden. User management. Okay, it is asking user management and we need to use a username and password. First one is administrator. Default user will be administrator and the password, whatever the password you are given. What password I have given? Welcome. Yeah. Let me try this way. So I forgot the password. Now what I have to do? Let's see what I can do here. No, because why I'm trying here, all my passwords, everything will be the same because I'm using as a master one. So let's try one more time. Okay, so I forgot my password. What I have to do now? Let's let's do one thing first. Uh, to sort this issue, so I need to log in. I don't have a password, username, password, nothing. I don't have currently. First, but I want to access my NWA, all other services. While I am accessing that, I am getting a remote access error. So now what I have to do is I have to sort that one. To sort that one, what I need to do first, I'll go to CD Glow. CD Glow is nothing but global directory SAP MNT TST SID, which is my SID, and global and CD security, then data and ISIM filter rules.txt. So I'm going here. What I can do is I'll hash everything now. Saving it. So ISIM filter.rules.txt and I hashed everything. Now I'm going to CD Pro. This time I'm not using stop start commands, but in another way I'll show you that. JSMon pf is equal to instance and I'm getting p. Okay, so I can say p P. Now what I can do, I'll do a instance restart. I will do a restart from here. How to do that? Instance restart. Say yes. Say yes. Yeah, I am restarting here. Instance restart successfully. P. So you can see P, it is stopped and it is again starting. P, P, starting framework, starting framework. Let's see how much time this will take. See, now I'm getting like this. So I'm using RPB is the command. RPB is the command. If I use P, so if I use RPB means it is repeating, recursive, right? Repeating. So you see that starting apps, I no need to press every time P process, process, process. Then obviously it will start obviously. So now you see that it is starting apps. Let's see. So remember one thing, if you don't need to click on P every time. Instead of that, you can use R, repeating P process view. View is like, every view will full view, you can see it. So starting apps, my applications are getting started. You see the threads. Threads are getting changed. 175, 177, 194, 194. It is running. Okay. So now my system is up and running. I'll go back to the system. Now I can see I click on this error report, do refresh. It will not work anything. Now I'll go refresh this page, yes, and then click on NetWeaver. So now I see that I am logging. Now I'm not getting this error. Whatever error I am getting, I'm not getting this one. Now it is asking me to provide a administrator password. Unfortunately, administrator. Okay, the password is locked. Now I don't have any option to do that. Now what I have to do in this case? In this case, some people don't know about this one, but few are know about this one. So now I don't have any user to log in, but I have only one user to log in called SAP Star. Generally, people hear about this user only in ABAP, but Java also we have a SAP Star. Now, how to access SAP Star? How to enable SAP Star? With that SAP Star, I can access it. For that, what I have to do is first I need to launch my S user ID, right? I need to launch some tools. What are the tools I need to launch? So let's do one thing. What I can do is I'll go here, downloads, mobile extreme. I'll just copy this one. I'll keep it in paste desktop and I'll say yes, run. I, sessions. So what is my session is I will log into this, go to here, copy this. Now go to SSH, remote host information, then click on enter. It will ask for the username and password. Accept. Yes, I'm accepting. Use root, then password. Say yes. Now close. Okay, logged in. Let's click on clock, X clock. If everything is works, I will be showing this. I will be getting this X clock. I close this one. Now what I can do, I'll switch to TST echo dollar display. So this one, I'll switch to TST ADM. Now before that, what I can do is, in this location, in the root location, what we can do is we will be getting a file called X authority. X authority is the file. Now what I can do, I will change this Sage mode 777 and then I'll do this one. I switch to TST ADM, then PWD. So which location I'm in currently? PWD. This is my TST, so I'll exit. So copy -rp this file, X authority file, and then I'll keep this one. This. Now I'll go to sudo tstadm. Let's try with the X clock. Now it says that cannot display. Now set env display localhost 10.0. Now do X clock. So let's say it is working now. So the root one we set it up and now it is working. Now what I can do, cdj capital J, which is USR SAP SID and J2EE. Now here you can see J2EE. So this is the one J2EE you have to go. J2EE, inside J2EE you can see that's a folder called config tool. This is the tool where you can do offline changes or anything you want to do it. If you are not SAP or is not starting, if you want to change any parameter, anything, you can use this config tool. So using this config tool, I will be changing my parameters. So how to do that, I will tell you in the next video. Please subscribe my channel and please put comments in and press the bell button. If you have any topics to be discussed, please put it into the comment section. Thanks.